Welcome to your weekly news roundup. Each week we run through the top property and tech news stories for those in prop tech and the housing sector. This week, a radical new business direction from the chairman of John Lewis, and what's the beef with Enfield Local Council? Right, let's jump into our first story. As the UK struggles with the social and economic impacts of COVID-19, we have seen a rapid growth in online sales, and this has affected many areas of the economy, including high streets and supermarkets. This week, the owner of John Lewis and Waitrose has begun to explore the idea of turning its extra unneeded retail spaces into affordable housing. Chairman Sharon White said, "As we repurpose and potentially reduce our shop estate, we want to put excess space to good social use. We are exploring with third parties the concept of new mixed-use affordable housing." Both companies have definitely experienced a shift over the past 2 years, as John Lewis has had to close 8 of its 50 department stores between Watford and Birmingham, whilst Waitrose has experienced 3 rounds of store closures totaling 17 supermarkets closed. This has resulted in a spike in website growth for both companies as its customers become more accustomed to shopping online. The chairman has given herself and her 80,000 staff a year to start seeing progress in trading, but warned that it could take up to 5 years for profits to recover. At Etopia, a core part of our ethos is based around reducing homelessness by creating more affordable housing. So seeing a mutual partnership such as this reaching in the direction of housing by creating more space for people to live is a positive thing, and we hope to see more large businesses expanding in this direction. We are on the front line of working to achieve a pricing model that is both affordable and factors in sustainable living for homeowners of the future. That's why our homes are delivered through MMC and come with a smart homes energy management system, leaving you with low or even no energy bills for life. And due to the recent announcement of the stamp duty holiday, anyone buying property below £500,000 won't need to pay stamp duty tax until the 1st of April 2021. This applies to both first-time buyers and those moving on from an existing home. As usual, now we pass the issue off to you. What are your thoughts on the future for John Lewis and Waitrose? Also, if you want to find out more about our homes and pricing, head over to www.etopiacorby.co.uk. Next up this week, we're going to discuss a more local piece of news, as it speaks to the underlying social struggles around taking climate change seriously. From December 2020, Enfield Council will be the first in the UK to only offer vegan and vegetarian options at its events. This bold new step in fighting the climate emergency is but a small part of the council's aim to be carbon neutral by 2030. Ian Barnes, the council deputy leader, said the emergency is real and the action to remedy it must be local, national and global. To some, this may seem like a small change. However, when you look at the statistics, a comparison of even the lowest emissions impact of beef against plant proteins, such as peas, shows that beef is responsible for roughly 6 times more greenhouse gases and 36 times more land consumption. Taking into consideration the message Enfield Council is trying to send by declaring a climate emergency, it is important for them to demonstrate a top-to-bottom commitment to change. This is a simple policy to enact which could have much larger positive impacts when it comes to demonstrating the council's integrity and leadership to their constituents. At Etopia, we hope to see other councils and public sector organisations getting inspired to follow Enfield Council's lead. And now we pass the issue off to you. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And in global news, we saw a new net zero McDonalds in Florida has on-site solar providing 100% of their power. Also, Canada signs on to the International Ocean Protection Target for protecting 30% of the oceans by 2030. And finally, a cell-based milk producer, Turtle Tree Lab, has a cow-free milk which has just won the Livability Challenge 2020. Anyway, that's all for this week. Check out our socials for more news updates and head over to projectetopia.com to find out more about what we do. This has been your weekly news roundup. See you next week for more updates.